It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Colts and the Pats, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway in Foxborough. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he gets this to the 35, good for a gain of 5. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Now it's Richardson. That complete to Downs. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the young man making his first NFL start. A big spot here for the rookie quarterback.
And to say that this is a big spot is the classic understatement. It's a ton of pressure on this rookie quarterback as he gets to play right away. And let's face it, he's trying to take in every moment from his first start, but at the same time, he's got to focus on what's in front of him.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Patterson. Wilson's got it complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. 3rd and 9 here. Looking to throw. Patterson. Throw left side complete. That's Knight. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. On 4th down, Patterson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Lucas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And quickly, they get to the line. Now an option play on second down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Back to throw. Patterson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Going to run with Madison again. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Richardson. And this taken in by Downs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. Richardson. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Here's Richardson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 33. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Richardson looking to throw this. This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Alexander Madison, 26 yards. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession, as they've got it as we resume action. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination, and a dash of anger.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Patterson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Well, that's brought in by Knight. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Being chased out left. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Knight. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Alec Pierce from 4 yards out. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. All eyes on Anthony Richardson as he brings the Colts offense back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different.
Gets through and now an opening. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. They'll go Madison up the middle. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Now Richardson back to throw it. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Richardson working from the gun. This is caught. And the Colts are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Madison is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Again, Madison. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alexander Madison, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Throwing to start the drive. Patterson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack. 2nd and 14. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. He finds his man, complete. It's Lucas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And he's got it. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
This offense returns to the fold along with running back Alexander Madison. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Over the middle, complete. It's Klein.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Forced out to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Patterson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Looking to throw. Patterson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Grover Stewart in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Richardson. The toss here completed to Pittman. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here's 3rd and 6. Richardson looking to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the gun on 3rd down. Patterson caught by Wilson. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll go with a keeper. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Richardson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Here comes 3rd down at 7. Looking to throw. Richardson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there for Indy. And even 50 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone would come free.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Richardson. He finds his man, complete. That's Klein. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They go play action with Richardson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Throwing to start the drive. Patterson caught. It's Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Back to throw. Patterson. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
He finds his man. Complete. That's Knight. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Operating from the gun. Patterson. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Let's go now.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Patterson steps away to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Patterson. And it's caught. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Patriots have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Now Richardson. He finds Douglas complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the second down and 6. Off play action. Richardson. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The offense on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. On their own side of the field, close to the 50, but their own side of the field, they only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man on man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there we saw it at the point of attack. Find enough yardage to pick up a first down. Give them credit for that one.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Richardson looking to throw this. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Go!
Operating from the gun, Patterson. Wilson's got it complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Let's go!
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Got it. Ready? Here we go.
Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Third down and 6.
70 range. 70 range. Come on.
Looking to throw. Patterson. And a completion to Wilson. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will get the lead up to 7. And this one is right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here's 1st and 10. Richardson to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. One last shot for Richardson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the Patriots, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts,